So dear students, we're going to discuss about the assignment exercise. I gave assignment exercise with 3 routers, so that we discussed in the class. So same thing we're going to see here. So how to fix the 3 routers with the 3 different end devices. Down to the router we are having the switch, down to the switch how to fix 3 different end devices, that we're going to check here. So first of all, we will keep the end devices. So as of now, the end devices are the PCs, so that we are having 3 different routers. So that I am just keeping PC0, PC1 and PC2 here for the first router, and above that we have switch, that later we will keep. So PC3, then PC4, PC5. Next to that we are having PC6, PC7 and PC8. So this way we are just giving the PC connections. Above that we have to keep the switches. So the switches, PT switch we are keeping. So above the first network we are keeping the switch 0, second network the second switch, and third network third switch. And above this switch we are keeping the routers. So router, click on the router, PT router we have to keep. So PT router, so PT router 0, router 1, then router 2. Now just click on this connection, start giving the connection. PC0 fast Ethernet 0 has to be connected with switch 0 fast Ethernet 01. PC0 fast Ethernet 0 has to be connected with switch 0 fast Ethernet 11. PC2 fast Ethernet 0 has to be connected with switch 0 fast Ethernet 21. Same case do for the second network. PC3 fast Ethernet 0 has to be connected with switch fast Ethernet 01. PC4 fast Ethernet 0 has to be connected with switch fast Ethernet 11, and PC5 fast Ethernet 0 has to be connected with switch fast Ethernet 21. PC6 fast Ethernet 0 has to be connected with switch fast Ethernet 01. PC7 fast Ethernet 0 has to be connected with switch fast Ethernet 11. PC8 fast Ethernet 0 has to be connected with switch fast Ethernet 21. Now starting from the connection, giving the connection from the switch to the router, switch fast Ethernet 31 has to be connected with router fast Ethernet 00. Same, switch fast Ethernet 31 has to be connected with router fast Ethernet 00. Then switch to fast Ethernet 31 has to be connected with router fast Ethernet 00. Give the automatic connection between the router 02, router 1, then again router 1 to router 1 to router 2. Okay, now we have to give the IP address. So IP address, for how we are giving, click on the desktop, just give the IP address. So IP address we have to give for all the 3 PCs for each and every network. So just start with this. First network we are giving in 10 series. So IP configuration 192.168.10.1. Then here I am just giving 192.168.10.4 I am giving as a default gateway. So second PC1 we have to give the IP address 192.168.10.2. default gateway will be 192.168.10.4. For PC2 we have to give the IP address like this 192.168.10.3. so we are giving the default gateway as 192.168.10.4. so this is what we done with the first network 10 series. Second network we are giving in 20 series. Click on desktop, go to the IP configuration, just give 192.168.20.1. here the default gateway will be 192.168.20.4. for the PC4 give the IP addresses 192.168.20.2. Here default gateway 192.168.20.4. For the PC5 it will be 192.168.20.3. So here default gateway will be 192.168.20.4. So we done with the first two networks. Going for the third network, click on the third network, click on desktop IP configuration. There you have to give 192.168.20. Sorry, it will be in 30 series 30.1. So here default gateway will be 192.168.30.4. So for PC7 192.168.30.2, 192.168.30.4, 192.168.30.3. Here default gateway will be 192. This for the last PC 192.168.30.4. So this is what we given the IP address for all the PCs. Now we have to give the IP address for the router. Click on the router, click on the router, click on the config. So click on the fast Ethernet 0/0 that is connected with the switch. So switch to the router, the connection is fast Ethernet 0/0. Make port status on. Just give the default gateway of all the three PCs. The default gateway of all the three PCs is 192.168.10.4. So that is the default gateway. So we done with the switch to router. Okay, now move on to this side. So we are having serial connection. Serial port connection will be connected from router 0 to router 1. So serial 2/0 you have to click. Make port status on. Just give the IP addresses 10.0.0.1. Okay, so we done with the first connection. Move to the mid router. Mid router we are having three connections. One will go to the switch, another one will be connected with the router 0, another one will be connected with the router 2. So mid router you have to make it carefully. So mid router fast Ethernet 0/0 connected with the router 0. So there we have to give 10.0.0.2. So sorry, this fast Ethernet 0/0 connected with the switch. Switch will be connected with the fast Ethernet 0/0. There we have to give the default gateway of all the three PCs. The default gateway of all the three PCs will be 192.168.20.4. Here we will get 255.255.0. So this is what we allotted for the fast Ethernet 0/0. Now going to the serial port 2/0, 2/0 connected with the router 0, then 3/0 connected with the router 2. So 2/0 we have to give the IP addresses 10.0.0.2, and 3/0 we have to give 20.0.0.1. Okay, that's it. We done with the mid router. Moving for the last router, click on the last router. So the last router we have fast Ethernet 0/0 that is connected with switch. So click on fast Ethernet 0/0. So here we have to give the IP addresses, the default gateway of this PCs. The default gateway of this PC is in 30 series. So we have to give 192.168.30.4. Then moving to the serial port 2/0 that is connected with the router 1. So there we have to give, make port status on, just give 20.0.0.1. 0.0.2. Already we gave 20.0.0.1 for the router one side. This side we are giving 20.0.0.2. So I will make the label so that it's easy to understand. So here I am making the label. So this IP address, the first IP address will be 192.168.10.1. Okay, this was the first IP address what we are having. So second IP address for the PC1, that will be 192.168.10.2. For the third PC we are keeping as 192.168.10.3. okay. Moving for the PC3 we are keeping the IP addresses 192.168.20.1. so PC4 we are keeping as 192.168.20.2. then for PC5 we are keeping as 192.168.20.3. Moving to the PC6 we are keeping the IP addresses 192.168.30.1. for PC7 we are keeping the IP addresses 192.168.30.2. for PC8 we are keeping the IP addresses 192.168.30.3. so this what the IP address allotted for the PCs. Now moving to the routers. Router this side it will be this side, mean by connection this side connection will be 10.0.0.1. so this side will be this ending connection will be 10.0.0.2. 10.0.0.2. so same side, this side it will be 20.0.0.1. so another this side it will be 20.0.0.2. so here connection between the router 0 to the switch down this side I am telling. So this side it will be the default gateway what we gave is 192.168.10.4. here it will be 192.168.20.4. last side 192.168.30.4. these are the three different IP address we are doing. So this way we allotted the IP address and we made the connection properly. Now we have to give the IP root commands. So click on this router. So we have to close this. Click on the router. So double click on the router, go to the CLI command. So here we have to type the CLI commands, the IP root command for the router 0. So router 0 IP root command we have to type in config. So you can see it's in config if, so that exit from config if. Just type the first IP root command for router 0, IP space root space 192.168.20.0. so that is the next network we going to connect 255.255.255.0 space 10.0.0.2. so when you are taking router 0, router 1 will be the next hop will be 10.0.0.2 is the connectivity, so that we are just giving like that. Then press enter. Now copy this IP root command so that it is easy for you. Click on the copy, click here and paste it. Just change the IP address. Instead of 20 you give 30. in spite of 20 you give 30. So 30 series also we have to connect, because from router 0 we have to connect router 1 as well as router 2. So here for router 2 we have to give 30 series. So 10.0.0.2 will be the next hop. So just press enter. Then next we have to paste the same thing and modify the IP address here. IP root we have to give, here you have to change the IP root, that is 10.0.0.0, then 255.0.0.0, then next 10.0.0.1. So this is the IP what we are giving for the serial port in the router. So that IP address we are giving in the IP root command. So 10 series we are giving, that's connecting with the serial port, that is to be 2, 10.0.0.2. Okay, now moving for the next IP root command. So next IP root command will be 10.0.0.0. I am replacing this. Ten point zero point, sorry, 20.0.0.0, 20 series IP address, 20.0.0.0, 255.0.0.0. Then the last hop will be, next hop will be 10.0.0.2. So that's it, we done with this for IP root command. So first two IP root command defines we are connecting 20 series network, that is to be this particular network, and 30 series network, this network we are connecting with use of IP root command. Then next to that 10 series and 20 series we are connecting, mean by 10 series is going via this and 20 series is this network, both we are making the route through our IP root command. So press enter, type exit, so that configured from console by console we done. Now we are moving to the mid router, router 1, click on router 1, go to the CLI command, exit from this. So here we have to type the router 1 command. So here IP root command we have to type. So type IP root space 192.168.10.0, 255.255.255.0, then next 10.0.0.1. So that we are doing for the first one. Then next IP root command will be coming like this. So copy this IP root command, copy, then here paste it. So here what you have to give, 192.168.30.0 we have to give. We are connecting the 30 series network, 30.0. Then we are moving to the last, next hop will be 20.0.0.2. This is 20.0.0.2. Okay, now moving to the third one. Third one will be IP root. The third command will be 10 series, 10.0.0.0 space 255.0.0.0 space 10.0.0.1. Okay, moving to the last one, IP root 20 series, 20.0.0.0, 255.0.0.0, 20.0.0.2. Okay, that's it, we done with the mid router. So mid router we are just exiting from the mid router. So configure from console by console will be happen for the mid router. Moving to the last router, router 2. So router 2, go to the CLI command, type exit here, just give the router 2 command, that is said to be IP root 192.168.10.0 255.255.255.0, then 10.0.0.1, sorry, 20.0.0.1. So the next hop will be 20.0.0.1. So next to that we have the next IP root command for router 2. So that will be 192.168.30.0, then 20.0.0.2, press enter. So here 192.168. Sorry, 20.0 only, 20.0, then 255.255.20.1 will be the next hop for the last one. Okay, now for the third one, IP root command, we are just giving 192, in spite of 192, the 10 series has to come 10.0.0.0, 10.0.0.0 space 255. So 255.0.0.0. Then for the last one, we have to give 20.0.0.1. So that's for the third one. Then give the fourth one. Fourth one has to be come with IP root command. IP root 20 series we have to give 20.0.0.0, 255, then 20.0.0.1 exit we have to give. So we will get configured from console by console. So we done with the entire connection. We gave the IP root commands. So IP root commands, we have to give the packet trace now. Before giving packet trace, we have to ping the network. We have to ping the network from the PC8. Just ping, give the IP address for the PC0. The IP address for the PC0 192.168.10.1 has to be given. So while giving, we have to get the response from PC0. So we have to get the response. We are getting the response. So replay from 192.168.10.1 is coming in the screen. So further, we have to place the packets. Click on the packet PDU. Go to the packet PDU. Click on PC0 and make the destination as PC8. So click the simulation. Run the simulation. So you can see the packet PC0 to switch 0 it's going on. From switch 0 it will go to the router 0. From router 0 it will move to the router 1. From router 1 it will go to the router 2. So router 2 it will reach to switch 2. Then from switch 2 it will reach PC8. Again from PC8 it will move back to switch 2, router 2, router 1, router 0, switch 0 and PC0, so that we will get successful message here. It's in progress. No, you will get successful when it reach the source again. So you can see it's going back, the packet is moving back. We are reaching the router 2. From router 2 it will reach router 1. From router 1 it will reach router 0. From router 0 it will reach PC0. From PC0 we are getting a successful message here. A tick mark and successful message will come here, so that you can see that as a output. So this is the exercise assignment 1. With use of that, I told to, you can see the tick mark is coming and you can see the successful message here. So what we done is correct. So you have to connect the routers properly. So whatever the neighbor routers, that has to be connected properly, and you have to make for 5 routers. Each and every router consists of switch, and each switch consists of 5 different PCs. So you have to make it for 5 different networks. That is the exercise number 2, I mean by assignment